Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening. I want to show you guys something. I apologize for being late, but I have a client before 1 o'clock, so we ran overtime. So just
First
want
of
to
all,
show this.
become a good story. It's one of the best ways to persuade is to use stories. Jesus, master teacher, was the great storyteller of all time. He said the kingdom of heaven is like a man, it's like a woman, it's like this, it's like this. Always telling a story, human stories to illustrate what you're trying to get across. So become a good storyteller. Now, to be a good storyteller, you got to collect stories. It's one of the reasons for your journal. It's one of the reasons for your journal is to collect stories. Just don't miss any of the stories that can help you. Now, a daily journal doesn't mean you write in it every day, but it does mean you've got it handy. I wrote something from Bernard Shaw. People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. He said, I do not believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they cannot find them, they make them. Well said, Bernie. I'm flying from Madrid to New York. A spectacular view of Lisbon. As we left for New York, I couldn't see the Rock of Gibraltar. I kept searching for it and couldn't see it. I have just read the news. Steve McQueen is dead. We were the same age. My good fortune goes on. I hope to be as good at my craft as he was at his. And I wrote some things here about La Coruña in northern Spain. What an incredible place. Galicia. Keep your journal handy. Gather up the stories, your impressions, so that you can tell the stories of where you've been and who you've met and things you've read. Okay? Learn to be the teller of stories.
So today we're going to talk about stories. We're going to talk about the secrets to selling more products and recruiting more, which is stories. So I don't know if you guys know that person, but that's Jim Rohn. And, he was my very first exposure to personal development and self-improvement and all those great things that I really, really didn't pay attention to because it was so long ago. But now he has made a tremendous impact on my life, along with so many other people like David Wood and Brendan Burchard and Frank Kern and Tracy Walker. I mean, I can just go on and on and on. I've been blessed to really, really, link arms with a lot of great people and listen to them and learn from them and grow from them. But Jim Rohn was my very, very first exposure to personal development and network marketing and things like that. So if you don't know who Jim Rohn is, I encourage you to look him up and start listening to his stuff. So today we're going to talk about the secrets to selling more products and recruiting more reps. So I'm just going to ask you, who here would like to know how to sell more products and learn how to recruit more? Of course, if you're on this webinar, that means that you do. I'm not looking at the chat right now because I have my screen, my PowerPoint slides up. And I have to be honest, I didn't finish my slides because, wait until the last minute. But I think you'll like this presentation, even though I didn't finish it. So next week, we'll talk about some more stuff. But, just roll with me today. So I started network marketing over 16. I always say 15. That was last year, 15 years ago. Now it's about 16 years ago. And that's when I met Jim Rohn. And I did what my sponsor told me to do. I handed out the flyers. I did the home parties. I put signs on my car. I did cold calling from the phone book. I bought leads. I did it all in the snow, in the rain, in the sleet. putting, pasting these things that we used to call hot pockets on the back of bathroom stalls, on the bus stops, on the lamp posts. I would, have the buttons. I would have my bag, everything that was branding this company. I truly tried to be a product of the product. And everywhere I went, I was a walking billboard. However, I never made much money. Like, no matter how much I advertised, no matter how many home parties I threw, I just didn't make much money. So, and I would hear about all the success stories in the company. You hear all that stuff about this one making so much money and this one building a big downline. And I used to hear all of this great stuff. And I would, just think and wonder, like, wow, could that be me? But of course I doubted myself because my income wasn't growing. My team wasn't growing. I never even built the team. I would sell products, but I didn't really build a team, and I didn't know how to go about building an effective team. So maybe you're feeling like how I used to feel. I used to feel like a failure because I was trying hard, but I was really getting nowhere. Seeing those big checks. Well, now they have the big checks. I didn't see those back then, but now I see those big checks. I'm sure you see those big checks too if you're in network marketing, and it makes you feel like you can do it, right? But something's just not right. Why can't you make the same leeway and headway like those big leaders? Why aren't you making the money? Why nobody's paying attention to you, right? Are you feeling that way? Because that's how I felt when I used to hear all the things that was going on. When I used to feel like, maybe I can, I would amp myself up and get all, get courageous and go out there. I'm going to talk to this person. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to do it, right? I would really, amp myself up. I do my presentation, stumble over my words, right? I'm not so great now even speaking, but, stumble over my words. And then they would say, nah, thank you. Can I get a sample? Right? Can I get a sample? I used to get that a lot. And then I used to feel like we'll give them a sample with my business card, staple to the sample and walk away like a dog with the tail between the legs. And that's basically how, a lot of my business went. And so if this is you, I was there. I struggled for many, many years in network marketing, a long time. I mean, I said I was in network marketing for 16 years, but of course I didn't, actively promote the network marketing company. I had my few customers, but I struggled. Just trying to really break through, feeling inferior, feeling scared to death, not knowing how to talk to people, and I would try to do what my sponsor told me to do. And I just felt like either I was bothering people, because I used to bother my friends and family. I mean, all day long, every day, sending them flyers, sending them an invitation to my home party, right? And this was before Facebook and all that stuff. So I would actually mail it. I would go to the mailbox and just mail out all of my stuff so that these people could come to my parties and, so that they could be there. So, but the thing about it is, like, I was just struggling and just trying to get people to listen to me and hear what I had to say and buy these products. I never really asked them to join the business, right? I just asked them to buy products. Please just buy the products, use the products, right? Because I was using the products. You got to be a product of the product, a product of the product. But there was one thing that my sponsor never told me. She didn't tell me that one thing that draws people to you. And you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe she didn't even know it herself. And that was the power of stories, the power of stories. Of course, I used to talk a lot about, my before and after, how I was overweight and how I, wanted to have more energy, right? I did say those things, and that was, kind of a good selling point. But that's where I stopped. I never went any further. I really didn't dig deep into who I was and why people should join me in this business. And I didn't have, any mission or any vision. It was just mostly about selling products, making some, some quick cash. And that's about it. I didn't really speak my message. I didn't really talk about my story. I didn't talk about why people should join me. I didn't talk about, not only just the products and the ingredients, but how those products can really, really change your life. How having a network marketing business can really put you on the road to financial freedom. I didn't tell them about, the struggles. I didn't tell them about the upsides and the downsides, right? I just wanted to sell products. Very short-sighted, very short-sighted. And I know a lot of people are running their businesses like that in a very short-sighted manner where they are not really connecting with their audience. And this is a big mistake. And this is what I'm going to talk to you about today. So what do I mean? So let's go back to Jim Rohn's video. He talked about storytelling. He talked about journaling. He talked about connecting. Right? He talked about going on with your message. He talked about, this is something, he didn't really talk about this, but this is something that I've learned in my company about authenticity, how to be authentic, how to be, not faking it, but just be yourself, right? Be yourself. Remember that network marketing company that I was in? We had to dress up, right? We had to put on I would put on my suit jacket and my skirts and, my high heels, because I thought that that's what I needed to do. I thought that I had to represent an idea. I thought I had to represent something that I wasn't, right? And me, I'm really not a person that dresses up really fancy all the time. I like to put on my sneakers and I like my slippers, right? When I'm in the house, and I like to dress really comfortably. And so, just being in that network marketing company, I felt like I had to dress up and I had to really be, somebody that I was not. I had to put on kind of like a facade kind of. And I'm pretty sure you know what I mean, especially now with the internet and everything, you have to understand that it's not your authentic self if you are if you're dressing up and you don't want to dress up, if you're putting on a suit and that's not what you want to do, if maybe you like to wear jogging clothes, maybe you just want to be comfortable, but a lot of times you feel like you have to be an MLM superhero. You have to be somebody to save the world and to really portray a idea that that's not you. So, you want to be authentic when it comes to talking to people. You want to have that, let people know exactly who you are, right? And there's something else that I've learned about metaphors, using metaphors in order to tell your story, using comparisons. Tracy Walker, she's my mentor. She's one of my mentors, and she uses a lot of metaphors, especially when it comes to team building. And I love it because when you use metaphors, people relate so much better. She talks about, basketball, being on the team, not sitting on the sidelines and getting in the game, right? She uses a lot of metaphors, and that really resonates with people. So if you're not used to doing those kind of things, then I encourage you to start using metaphors and start learning how to tell a story and using your journal as a life lesson that can be taught to somebody, and you can use your own experiences to help other people. All right, so let me just go back into who I am and where I all started, where I started from. This is a picture of me and my mom, and this is I probably was about maybe 9 years old here. And, this was, I think it was graduation. Maybe I was 10, graduating from middle school, elementary school. I'm not quite sure. But, long story short, my mom passed away when she was 38. She was only 38 years old, and I was 15. So just needless to say, when you don't have a mom and you're not really sure about yourself in the first place, where does that leave you, right? And this is my dad, and this was actually not too long before my mom passed away. This was middle school graduation. And, this is my dad and I at middle school. And, what happened was this. When my mom passed away, my dad, he abandoned us. He abandoned myself and my little sister when I was only 15 and my little sister was 6. And he left us at our aunt's house and he never came back. And I haven't seen him since, to be honest. This was a very, very long time ago. So what happened? What happened to me? I struggled a lot of my life. I struggled to find my way through life. I struggled with myself. I struggled with limiting beliefs. I struggled with self-esteem. I struggled with, knowing who I was. I struggled, with my relationships. I struggled with not just my relationships with other people, but I struggled with the relationship with myself, right? I just didn't think I was worthy. I felt, by my mother passing away and my father abandoning us, I felt less than. I felt like, people just come in your life just to leave. So I started really building a wall around myself. I built like a brick wall around myself. So I started drinking a lot and smoking marijuana, and I dropped out of high school because my mom actually passed away while I was in, I think, the 11th grade or the 10th grade. So it was devastating to me. I started going to a therapist to talk about my how I felt, and I stopped going to that therapist because all she wanted to do was make me cry. And, it was just too much to bear. So instead of going to the therapist, I just used to drink and smoke marijuana. I just, I wanted to numb my pain. I wanted to numb it. Right. So, and I felt like after a while, I felt like my life was just spiraling out of control. I became a teenage mom. And my daughter, she was born very prematurely. I had extremely high blood pressure. She was born with, I had preeclampsia. So she was only born 3 pounds, 2 ounces. And, she stayed in the hospital for about a month. And, that was really, really another devastating part of my life, because I thought, what if she died, right? My daughter, even though I was a teenager, I wanted nothing more than to become a mom. I guess I wanted somebody to love, or somebody to love me. I'm not really sure exactly, why I wanted to become a mom, but at the time, who knows? I was only about 17 years old and didn't know much. So, during that time, I had numerous jobs. I worked at McDonald's, I worked at Red Lobster, went to Olive Garden, went back to Red Lobster, right? Worked at this place called Motown Cafe. And then I went back to school. I went to different schools. I dropped out, but I did go back to school. I got my GED. I went back to school. And then I went to nursing assistant school, and, just trying to find my way through things. Then I found my way to college. I started going to college, and then I dropped out again. Life got in the way, and got more jobs, had more kids. So, it was just like my life was just a series of, taking steps forward, taking steps backwards, taking steps forward, taking steps backwards. And I'm pretty sure you can relate. A lot of us, we live our lives like that, not really getting to the point where we want to get. Why? Because most of us don't even have any goals. I know back then I didn't really have any goals. I didn't write down any goals. I didn't write down what I really wanted in life. I was just kind of living life, letting life take me wherever it wanted to take me, and not really having a plan or, like I said, a vision and a mission for my life. So I just kind of let life just take me to where I wanted it to go. And then lo and behold, I finally met my husband, and that's when we had more kids and things like that. And I went on to have a bigger family. My daughter, she had more kids, and now they're older now, and these my kids minus my son here. So that's us at my mother-in-law's party. So that's my husband right there. So this is who I am right now. I'm a mom, I'm a grandmother, I'm a mom of 4, grandmother of 3. And, I'm a home-based business owner. But I started out, after I got myself together, going to school and everything like that, I started out, I got a job at the Board of Education. So I started out as a teacher's assistant working with special needs kids. That's me over there with the arrow right there. And that was the day that I organized Go Red Day for heart disease for women. So we all wore red that day. These are all the teachers and the teachers assistants. And then I eventually went back to school. Went to graduate school to become a special education teacher. But all the while, even though I did all those things, I wasn't happy. I was not happy. You would think I would be. You would think, wow, you rose up practically, from the ashes. I like to say the phoenix from the ashes, right? But I just wasn't happy. I felt like I was living somebody else's life. I never really wanted to become a special education teacher. The only reason I did it was because I was already there as a teacher's assistant. So I said, it's just easier for me to just stay here, just go back and get my degree. But then as I started studying it, and I started seeing the angles that the Board of Education was taking, as far as special needs kids and regular ed kids, it just didn't rub me the right way. And I'm the kind of person that I have to follow my gut. As I started getting older, I really started to get more in touch with who I was. I really started to, look internally. I started to realize that a lot of things that I thought I wanted, I really didn't want anymore. I started to come into my own. I started to journal. I started to pray. I started to meditate. I started to ask questions. I started to question my life. I started to really question, why was I here? Why am I here on this earth? Why, why did my mom pass away? Why did my dad abandon us? What is there a special meaning to all of this, right? I started to question this a lot. And because of that, I just started feeling trapped. Like the more I questioned, the more I felt trapped. And the more I just wanted to break free of everything that I was living. I was tired of going back and forth to work. I was tired of the debt we were incurring. I was tired of the fact that, even though we would take vacations and things like that, but we were still just living paycheck to paycheck. We wasn't really, for the amount of work that we were doing, I felt we just weren't really getting ahead. We would make plans, but then they would fall through. I remember one point wanted to buy a house and that didn't happen because whatever, something would always come up. And it was just like, it's like we never had enough money to do the things that we wanted to do. And I felt trapped, and it had a negative impact on everything in my life, on my marriage, on everything. And I just started really feeling overwhelmed, and I wanted to break free. I started feeling uneasy, and I wanted to break free. I just knew that I wasn't living my passion. I just knew it, and I felt it. So, when you're at that point where you're going to work and you really don't, it's not that I didn't like my coworkers, but you just don't want to see them, right? And no offense to some of the people that I love, but then there are others that you just don't want to see them. You don't want to hear your unit coordinator telling you anything. There were many times I ended up in the principal's office because I wanted to take days off, and I got letters, a letter in my file because I wanted to go on school trips with my kids and things, just the things that, most people go through on a daily basis. And, most people just take that. They take it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not telling anybody to quit their jobs or anything like that. But it was just something that I was wrestling with in my life. And I didn't enjoy being scolded and treated like a child. My principal would come, the assistant principal would come and, just talk to us in a demeaning tone. We couldn't step out the classroom. I remember one time I had to go to the bathroom really bad. I had to do the bathroom dance all day and calling my unit coordinator so she could send someone in my classroom to relieve me. I couldn't even go to the bathroom. And when you're a teacher, you can't, because there's nobody there to watch the kids, right? So these are the things that was just just really nagging at me. And then when my children would say, "Mommy, I don't want to go to the after school program anymore. I don't like it there." And, I just felt like I was just paying the after school programs and they wasn't really getting any, any extra education. It was just a babysitting service because I didn't get to their schools on time. And it was just something that I was just tired of doing, the commuting and the I remember one time, being stuck in the snow, and my kids and my husband had to push my car out the snow because even though they were home, I had to go to work. Right. So these are the things that, I was living with. There were times when I used to work, not necessarily after school, but at one point I used to work at the post office, and I used to work on days that most people had holidays. I was at work. I used to miss Thanksgiving. I would miss Mother's Day. I would miss all of those holidays because I had to work. And, and I know a lot of people that live like this. I talk to them on a daily basis, and, so. But the thing about it is this: either you're going to stay stuck or you're going to make a way to advance yourself. And that's what I did. So I started searching. And even though I had that network marketing company for 16 years, I found another network marketing company. Wasn't thrilled about writing down the 300 people that I knew. As soon as I called my sponsor, she's like, "Okay, well, write down the 300 people that you know, talk to everybody, make sure whenever you see someone, you talk to them about your opportunity, you talk to them about your products." And so I was like, oh my gosh, here we go again. I didn't want to do that. So I looked for a way to grow my network marketing business online. I started searching for a way that I could do that, and I found it. And that way really helped me to become the top earner on my team that week. And it was amazing. They actually had me featured on their call and asked me how I was doing it. And I didn't tell them that I was using online marketing, but I did, right? I was. So But still, while I was, I since then I stopped with that network marketing company, and I found the business where I'm in right now. And at the time, I was broke, desperate, but I still wanted to change so bad. And as you can see here, this is when I first started, like not too long ago. It's just a little over a year ago is when I started this business, and I'm talking to my mentor Tracy Walker, and I'm asking her about blogging and things like that. And but the thing about it is this: we had to go to one of our company events, right? We had to go to a company event. I couldn't even afford to go to the event. So I contacted Tracy and I told her, that I'm coming, but I don't know how I'm going to get there. I didn't have a hotel. I mean, I was really, really, really in a bad situation, right? But the funny part, I said, when I'm $1 million earner like you, I'm sure I will look back on this day and laugh. But right now, it's not too funny, right? She never wrote me back. She probably doesn't even remember this, but I'm going to bring this up to her one day. But long story short, I've gone on, in my business to hit ranks, and even being starting out with little of nothing, really little of nothing, and I've hit ranks in my company. I've been on the leaderboards. I consistently sign up people into my business. My business is growing all the time. It's only been a little over a year, and I consistently sign up people, consistently helping network marketers to grow their businesses, and also building my own team with my online marketing business. And it's just been an incredible ride, learning things left and right, and just really implementing what I learned. And one of the things that I have learned is how to tell your story so that you can connect more with people. So right now, if you're faking it until you make it, you want to stop. Right? You want to stop doing that, because faking it will never get you to where you want to be. I've seen people to fake their incomes, on Facebook, and I know they're faking because I know the people, right? They fake what they're doing, and if you may be brand new to network marketing, right? So you probably don't even know how to start, where to start, what to say. And as you can see, I just told you, my background. I just told you. And there are times where I'll put a story like that on my Facebook wall, right? I'll put it out there. Why? Because it's something that connects people to me, and it connects me to other people. I believe that we're all here to use our stories, whether good or bad, to help inspire and motivate other people, right? Not to stay stuck, right? I was stuck for a very long time. And it's not until I started in this business and in this industry that I decided that I'm going to use my rags to riches story. Not to say that I'm where I want to be, but I'm on a journey. I'm on an amazing journey. And I know that eventually I'm going to get to exactly where I want to be. And I know that my journey includes inspiring and motivating somebody that's feeling down and out, somebody that's new to network marketing and home-based business, somebody that's looking for a business opportunity, somebody that needs help, selling more products, somebody that needs help recruiting more, right? So maybe your sponsor isn't helping you, and that is so crucial, right? But you have to understand that your sponsor doesn't have to help you. This is your business, right? Your sponsor doesn't have to do anything for you. What Eric Worre says: forget about your sponsor. Forget about them. Pretend you don't even have a sponsor, right? Did I have to go to my sponsor and say, oh, can I do a webinar today? Absolutely not. This is my business, because I want to grow my business. I want to grow to my own financial freedom, and I want to help as many people as I can. So I'm going to do what I need to do to help those people. And what's the better way to help those people? Video, webinars, things like that, right? So you just do what you need to do to grow your business, right? You were told to be a product of the product. What does that mean? If you're not using your products, there's so many people that are in business, network marketing, and they don't even use the products, right? My main product here in our business is a blogging platform. And do I blog? Absolutely. How could I effectively sell a blog to somebody if I don't blog, right? So these are the things that a lot of people are doing. Like I said, you're faking it until you're making it. You're talking about how great these products are. You're talking about, I remember when I used to be a health coach, I was in health and wellness. And I used to wrestle with that because I didn't eat that healthy. I wasn't always exercising. Even though I love to be healthy, I love to, keep myself healthy, but I felt like I needed to do more. I felt like I needed to 10X that, and I wasn't ready to 10X it. So, I walked away from that because I felt like I was leading people. I couldn't lead anybody if I wasn't leading myself, right? So first things first, you have to learn how to lead yourself effectively before you can even think about leading somebody else. People watch what you do. They don't care what you say. And I learned that just by having my kids around me, right? Watching me. And I can tell them from here to the sky what they need to do, what they should do, what they shouldn't do. But if I'm doing it and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, guess what? They're going to say, Ma, you hypocrite, right? And I don't want anybody, and you shouldn't want anybody ever calling you a hypocrite. So the first things first, you have to start where you are. Start where you are and work with what you have. And that means using your products and using your own story as you journal, as you write down the things that are happening in your life, as you see the things that are going on with your products and maybe the results you are getting. Use those stories to help yourself connect with other people. Maybe you haven't made any money yet, right? And you feel icky pestering your friends and family. That's where I was when I got into that second network marketing company. I said, oh no, I'm not going back to the friends and family thing. No, right? I was already bothering them from the first thing that I was in. I refused. A few of my coworkers was using it, but I said no. And then I felt like I was bothering them, and I would have my team calls and things. They wouldn't show up. I said, okay, that's it. That was enough red flags for me to say, this is not the business that I want to do. Sometimes your business is not the right fit for you. It wasn't until I found this business, this particular platform, that I said, this is where I'm supposed to be. Not because of the blogging, right? Blogging is great. I was never a blogger, but the personal development, the information, the education. I mean, you name it. These people were just like me. They were just like me. And I don't think I could ever find a group of people. I mean, I guess you consider me a little weird. My things that I do every day, I am a little weird. I'm the one that, everybody else watching TV, I'm reading a book, right? And these are the people that I have surrounded myself with. So you need to be surrounding yourself with people who are like you. Maybe your business, if that's where you are, maybe you're not selling enough products because your business is not a good fit for you. Maybe it's not resonating. Maybe it's not exactly where your passion lies. So you have to think about that. You really have to think about that. So I think that was my last slide here. So now, I just want to really, let me bring my screen back up here. So those are the things that you have to think about when you are in business. As I sit here on my living room couch and talk to you. So right now, the thing about it is this. What is your problem, right? What is your problem? You want to know how to sell, how to recruit more, and how you can, sorry, my husband's in there making a shake or something. He's in the kitchen. I said I'm in the living room. So if you hear that noise, it's my husband making usually I'm in my office in my room, but I decided to come out here and do this. I didn't know he was going to be in there making a shake, but whatever, we go through. So you have to really understand this. It's all about storytelling. It's all about telling your story and connecting with people. That is ultimately what you want. And how can you do that? You need to know exactly what your life is about. You need to ask some questions. You need to write down everything that happens in your life and see how you can use that as a solution to somebody else's problem. Right? Like Friday, for instance, I have to go to court because of a speeding ticket, right? They changed the speeding limit in my neighborhood from 30 miles an hour or 35 miles an hour to 25 miles. And I would say a week after they changed it, police were out there. They were all out there. And this is a road that I travel every single day because I was picking up my children at the time. This happened last year. Every single day I was on the same road. This particular day, I get pulled over, right? I get pulled over because now the speed limit is lower. I'm doing the old speed limit, the new speed limit. I didn't observe it. It just was changed the week before, right? And so now they've been putting it off and postponing it. Now I got another letter saying I have to go to court because I'm trying to fight it. But let's see. I don't know if I'll beat it. We'll see. But does that stop me from, from doing the things that I need to do on a daily basis? Am I going to sit there like, oh my gosh, I got to go to this traffic court? No, but what can we learn from this? What can we learn? To be more observant, maybe? I've learned a lot of lessons, a lot of lessons. And, and I try to use those lessons as stepping stones and as indicators that I have a lot of growing to do. We all have a lot of growing to do. So if you think you've learned it all, then you're kidding yourself, because we all have a lot of growing to do. So when you grow and as things happen in your life, maybe they won't be so great, right? You don't want to be the person that's a downer and always complaining. But as you approach something and you overcome something, you want to use that to help your business. You want to use that to help other people. You want to use that to encourage people to connect with you, to follow you, to join you. Because why? Because when you overcome something, you are inspiring someone else to overcome something. Because so many people, they don't understand that where you are right now, it's not where you're going to be forever. This too shall pass, right? This too shall pass. So we tend to stay in our funk, right? And we don't know how to overcome it. We don't know how to overcome it really quickly. And that can be detrimental to your business. It can be detrimental to your health. It can be detrimental to a lot of different things. So as you journal, as you start to ask questions, as you start to use your experiences to help other people, you will see how quickly you can overcome them. Like before, when I used to talk about my mom, my dad, they used to bring tears to my eyes. Like I would really get into a space where of a solemn demeanor and I just a lot of times I would just cry as I looked at the pictures. But now as I know that these pictures and my story can help somebody else to overcome. Right. I've met a lot of people that have lost their parents, lost their children. My best friend, she lost her child last year. And that was devastating. It was absolutely devastating. Her 11-year-old daughter passed away. Right. So, and she's not ready to really talk about it and bring it to the public right now. But I'm sure at some point she's going to realize that her story can help so many other people. So this is what, I wanted to drive home today. This is what I want to drive home today, that you have to use your story. And there are 3 types of people. I think in my email, I said that I'm going to talk about the 3 types of people who you need to be, right? Or the 3 types of people that you will probably become in this industry. If you're a network marketer, online marketer, the first kind of person is a grinder. They are a grinder. That's the person who's always starting and looking for the solution. They're trying. They probably don't have enough money. Like I didn't have enough money to do anything to start my business. But I was grinding. I found Instagram. So I started marketing on Instagram. That kind of, I rubbed up my business. And I even teach Instagram strategies to my new team members and to my network marketing clients, because you need a platform to use. You need to learn how to do marketing strategies. If you don't have any money, that's no excuse. That's no excuse. You can use Facebook. You can use Instagram. You can use Craigslist. There are free strategies, but you have to do something, right? And when you do that, if you are new, you're going to be a grinder. Why? Because you are trading your time now, right? There's 2 types of marketing strategies. There's free and there's paid. But even free is going to cost you. It's going to cost you your time. So you're going to grind with your time. You're going to grind and you're going to keep looking for solutions. You're going to think there's a better way. You're going to think it can't be this hard. Or you're going to think, oh, well, I haven't made any money. It's been 3 months and maybe this is not working for me. You're going to continue to be a grinder. You may hop around to different opportunities looking for the answer, right? This is the grinder. This is the person that thinks that there's something outside of themselves that's going to help them get to the next level. And meanwhile, you never make a dime. You never really build a team. You never have any customers, no real customers, and nobody joins you for a long period of time because you are grinding and you're jumping from deal to deal. The second kind of person is the middle class of the internet. This is what David Wood calls them, the middle class of the internet. That person, maybe they've reached the $5,000 to the $10,000 mark, right? They've reached it, but now they're stuck there. They're stuck. And now they're buying the courses. Maybe they've hired a coach. They're doing all these things trying to advance their business, but they're stuck. They're stuck. They're stuck at a certain income level. For some reason, it could be a lack of personal development. It could be a lack of letting go from some past things that they've been carrying around. It could be the fact that maybe they feel like they've made it, so now they got an air of a little bit of arrogance about them. Maybe they stopped doing the things that they were doing to reach that $5,000 to $10,000 per month mark, right? So these are the middle class of the internet. They're not really advancing. They're just staying where they are. They're making money, but they want to make more. But for some reason, something is holding them back. And then the third person is the rock star. The rock star, right? The rock star is, you can call them the guru. They're the person that can send an email out to their list and sell products at the drop of a dime. These are the person that can manifest, money out of thin air. These are the people who knows how to give value and have people join them in any launch and anything like that. Those are the people who most people want to become. And unfortunately, a lot of people try to start out like that. They try to start out like a rock star. Meanwhile, they're broke and they don't have any money and they don't know the skills, right? They don't know the skills. So, put yourself in the category. Where do you think you are? Are you a rock star? Are you a middle class? Or are you a grinder? Are you a grinder? Are you rock star or the middle class? Right? I just want you to rate yourself right now. Rate yourself and, tell yourself where you are. Tell yourself where you are. So these are the things that you have to, understand when it comes to building your business. So, as I said before, before I started my business, I was broke. I was down and out. I didn't have a dime to my name, but I got to the event. And lo and behold, something opened up for me. And, I got a hotel room and I have money to eat, everything. So I was very, very grateful and very, very thankful. And, and because of that, I've gone on to hit the leaderboards. I generate tons of leads just about every single day. I built my business primarily on Instagram, using my story, using just the success that I've had, every small success, every single step of the way. I've used my story to attract people into my business. I've gone on to meet David Wood, meet with Tracy Walker, Chris Jones, all multi-millionaires, multi-six-figure earners. I've gone on to help out in our team, the dream team. And I've gone on to build my own team and, build my own clientele, as well as put together my own Instagram trainings and things like that. So I really came from nothing, really not knowing this industry at all. I knew network marketing, but I didn't know anything about online marketing. I didn't know anything about blogging. I built my business by blogging and using Instagram and using the products and the trainings that we have in our company to help me build up my business. So today I was on a call with one of my clients and she doesn't have one of the products that she needs to build her business, right? So I'm telling her that she needs this product. And she's like, but is that product so that you, what did she say? You use the product to build your business. I said, yeah, exactly. So we're all in network marketing, right? I'm a network marketer just like you. I build teams, I sell products. So the products that we have, but the only difference between your products and my products are not tangible. These are educational products. These are personal development products. These are products that's going to teach you how to build your business. These are products that you need to learn how to build a team, how to become a top producer, how to influence your team, how to influence others, how to tell your story, how to use video marketing, how to do a webinar, how to make effective presentations, how to do all those things. Like this is what the products that we have teaches you to do. So, my last thing that I said to you have to get this product, or that's it, right? You have to get the product. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to, I suggest that you work with me. You want to work with me. Why? Because I can teach you and I can show you through our products exactly how to tell your story, how to use metaphors, how to design your presentation so that people will want to buy from you. You want to work with me, you want to click that button or go to www.workwithdaniellekHowell.com. I'm surprised I don't have it up here. so that you can learn how to effectively attract people. I have my blog. It teaches you about attraction marketing. It teaches you about how to use video marketing. It teaches you how to find your target market. It teaches you how to, and these are all the things that I've learned in my products. I didn't make them up. It's from the products that we have here inside of our business that teaches network marketers and home-based business owners how to build something from nothing. I came into this business with nothing. I wasn't building a team or anything like that. I had a little life coaching certification and I wanted to use the blog to do that. But when I saw that I could do so much more as an affiliate of these products, life coaching, because I wasn't getting any clients anyway, right? I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to do it. Now, you know, I've gone on to, I think, recruit over 40 people. I've recruited over 18 people in less than 30 days in 1 month. You know, I've gone on, like I said, to hit the leaderboards, going on to hit the ranks of boss in my company. And I'm looking forward to hitting more ranks. And the things that I've learned is from the products that we have here, and the things that you would learn as well, right? It teaches you. If you are serious about growing your business, if you're serious about making a bigger income, if you're serious about recruiting more, then you want to click the link so that you can get access to everything that I'm exposed to everything that everyone else is exposed to, right? That inside of our business, everything, the educational tools, the personal development tools. Right now, my team, we are reading as a team collectively, The Science of Getting Rich, right? We are on a mission to help create 100 millionaires a year. So these are the things that we are exposed to. These are our vision, you know, under the vision of David Wood, who has created this vision of 100 millionaires a year. And myself, along with the dream team, we are committed to carrying out that vision. So if you want to be if you want to become, maybe you don't want to become a millionaire, maybe you just want to, you know, have a couple $1,000s a month, and that's fine. But our business, our products will teach you how to do that, right? So you want to just click that link below that you see. If the link is not working, you want to go to www.workwithdaniellekHowell.com. That's www.workwithdaniellekHowell.com. And you want to get access to the system that will help you to grow your business online. The marketing platform, it's an online marketing platform. We have educational products. We are the product of the product. You would have asked me a year ago if I would be able to stand here or sit here as I am on my couch, to sit here and conduct a webinar in front of people. I would have said, you are absolutely crazy. But because of the things that I've learned inside of our products, I'm able to do that and not have the butterflies, not feel less than. Remember I said I felt less than. I was shy. I mean, you could say boo to me when I was little, and I would, you know, hide under the bed. So, you know, but now because of the products, the personal development that I've gotten through the products, and by really immersing myself in those products and learning how to tell my story and how to put together a presentation, this is who you see before you, right? And this can be you, right? If you are right now going door to door, putting your before and after pictures on Facebook. If you are trying to convince your friends and family that this is what they want, that they want your products, then you're doing it all wrong. I'm not saying don't do those things, but there's a better way. You can hold a webinar. You can blog about your business. That's what I have my customers do. They blog. My team members, we all blog. You can go to my blog right now, www.youronlinesuccesscoach.com, youronlinesuccesscoach.com. That is my home on the internet. That is where all of us tell our stories. We connect with our target market, and we take our content and we put it all over the internet so that people are attracted to us as opposed to us trying to convince people to buy our product. So my friend, if you don't have a blog, you want to get access to it right now, you go to www.youronlinesuccesscoach.com, or you can go to www.workwithdaniellekHowell.com, workwithdaniellekHowell.com. And I would love to, you know, meet you, greet you, and see if you are a good fit for our company, because I really am only looking to work with people who are serious. That's the only thing. I'm looking to work with people who are serious about growing a network marketing company, or they're serious about starting a business from home. So if you're serious and you want to make an extra income from home, or if you're in network marketing and you want to grow your business, you get a 30 actually a 14-day risk-free money back guarantee. So if you were to go, on that site right now, www.workwithdaniellekHowell.com, you will be able to get your money back. If this is not something you want to do, but I guarantee you, working with me, you will understand that I am for people. I love to see people win. I want to see you soar high. I was talking to one of my customers yesterday, and she is, she got accepted into graduate school, and she's been blogging, and she's just really using our blog to really grow her Beachbody business. And I'm just so proud of her. And I've seen her, when she first started to where she is now, and she's really making me proud, and she's making herself proud. And and I'm just happy that I'm able to assist her in this business. I'm able to assist her in her Beachbody business so that she can grow. So I work with Beachbody coaches, TLC reps, Jeunesse reps, TLC, It Works, you name it. Any network marketer, Avon. Why do I work with all those network marketing companies? Because you can use our marketing platform to market on the internet, right? You want the internet to be your place of marketing. You want to learn how to use the internet effectively, not just posting your before and after pictures on Facebook, but you actually want to learn effective network marketing and online marketing. All right, guys. So this has been Danielle K. Howell. I am your mompreneur on a mission. That is what I call myself. And once you get started, you will be a part of my mission. I have my private group on Facebook called Entrepreneurs on a Mission. And that is where I share all of my resources. I share everything, how to blog, where to find blog posts, how to, share your things on Facebook and Google and LinkedIn and Pinterest and all the social media marketing stuff. You will have access to my my coaching. You will have access to my coaching replays. You'll see how I coach my clients and any questions that they have and how I answer them. You will have access to all of the homeworks. I give homeworks every week to make sure that you are marketing and to help you to advance your business. If you have any any issues, you just get everything. You get the whole gamut. But most importantly, you get access to our marketing platform, which I can't duplicate. I can't duplicate it. You get access to our team calls. You get access to our Empower Hour calls. You get access to everything. And with that comes your money back guarantee. If that is something that, you tried it out, you don't like it, okay, that's fine. But I guarantee you, once you get started, you'll see that, this is where your success lies. If you want to grow your business, if you want to start a business, this is where it all begins. Here, online, marketing platform, blogging, connected to social media in various ways, and getting that education that you need to really take your business from where it is now to where you want it to be. All right, guys, I thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to play this video again for you so that you know how important it is to tell your story. I hope this resonated with you. And
first of all, become a good storyteller. It's one of the best ways to persuade is to use stories. Jesus, master teacher, was the great storyteller of all time. He said the kingdom of heaven is like a man, it's like a woman, it's like this, it's like this. Always telling a story, human stories to illustrate what you're trying to get across. So become a good storyteller. Now, to be a good storyteller, you got to collect stories. It's one of the reasons for your journal. It's one of the reasons for your journal is to collect stories. Just don't miss any of the stories that can help you. Now, a daily journal doesn't mean you write in it every day, but it does mean you've got it handy. I wrote something from Bernard Shaw. People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. He said, I do not believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they cannot find them, they make them. Well said, Bernie. I'm flying from Madrid to New York. A spectacular view of Lisbon. As we left for New York, a Couldn't see the Rock of Gibraltar. I kept searching for it and couldn't see it. I have just read the news. Steve McQueen is dead. We were the same age. My good fortune goes on. I hope to be as good at my craft as he was at his. And I wrote some things here about La Coruña in northern Spain. What an incredible place. Galicia. Keep your journal handy. Gather up the stories, your impressions, so that you can tell the stories of where you've been and who you've met and things you've read. Okay? Learn to be the teller of stories.
Okay, guys, so I want to thank you all for coming out. Have a great, great afternoon, evening, day, wherever you are in the world. And I will talk to you again soon. Take care.